Hey y'all, real quick. So listen, I'm waiting for my coffee at Starbucks. You see it in the back? So I'm taking a little walk to talk to y'all about empowerment, okay? Empowerment and when to empower yourself. We most definitely have to empower ourselves. Why? Because sometimes we get weak. Sometimes we aren't. We feel like everything is just weighing us down and beating us down. But it's because we haven't learned the techniques on how to empower ourselves. And how to empower ourselves is to actually face your fears. Face your fears and get through it, and understand that if you face them and you face them successfully or unsuccessfully, you still went through it and you still faced them. And everything is a life learning lesson. And you take those lessons and you apply it to your life. And those little lessons that you learn will soon empower you, will soon give you that strength that you know in your mind, that you in your body, that you have. You have to learn how to empower yourself. Now, I know we got a lot of empowerment programs going on. I myself run one, and I used to throw that word out there all the time. Oh, I just want to empower women. I want to empower women. I want to empower women. You know what I mean? However, I had to learn how to empower myself before I can empower anybody else. I say this all the time. You cannot pour from an empty vessel. Listen, if you ain't got nothing in your cup to pour, what the hell you gonna give them? If you don't have anything in your cup to pour out, what can you give them? And that is when that empowerment comes in, y'all. That is when that is when you have to learn how to fill your own cup back up so that you can help somebody else, so that you can empower somebody else. You have to learn how to empower yourself. Now, one of the things that one of my fears that I had to face, or I faced, was finances. It was a fear for me because I was like, I never learned about it. You know what I mean? I never knew about it. So what can I do to start just kind of moving myself in that way, in that direction? I had to end up facing my fears and say, you know what, Kim, this is something that you just got to do. You got to get to these experts and you got to learn. You got to pour into your cup. You got to fill up your cup so that you can be able to pour out to somebody else. So if finances is a weakness and it's a weak point for you, and it's something that touches your soul, then guess what? That is what you need to face. Empower yourself in that particular area. Okay. Some people love, in your relationships, and I want to speak on that. You have to empower yourself before you can empower anybody else. And one of the things that we do in relationships is we get in these relationships and we realize that we got to give all of our energy to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? When you learn how to empower yourself, then you will attract others that are also empowerment. Law of attraction is something big, y'all. Listen, I preach on it all the time. Law of attraction is everything. When you start to empower yourself, you will attract people that are also empowered. And you both can empower each other. You both can keep each other's cup full because y'all got enough to give out. You got enough to give each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk, y'all. I don't come to y'all to just to be talking out the side of my neck. You know what I'm saying? I don't come to y'all because of I just want to talk. No, I come to y'all because this is some shit that I'm learning myself. You know what I mean? This is some shit that I have to get myself together and learn myself, because I want to break generational curses. I want to be that person to say, you know what? You help that person out because you first learned yourself. You first learned what to do. I strive on making myself becoming the best person that I can be because I have a person that's looking up to me, my daughter. She's looking up to me. So I said, you know what? Let me empower myself in each field that I know is going to be beneficial to her in the long run. Let me empower myself so that when it's time for me to teach her those lessons, I'll be able to know I'm so empowered in that particular sector or that particular area that I can pour into her. So relationships, you can use that with that. I mean, listen, I've been in plenty of relationships and situationships, and one thing that I know is that it takes two to make things work inside a relationship. You can definitely have a relationship with yourself, you know, but hey, who wants to be in a relationship with themselves? You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be by themselves forever, right? No, so you have to learn how to empower yourself so that you can attract what you need, and that way you are able to help that person, build that person up, and they are able to build you up, vice versa. Empower yourself, y'all. I'm not going to talk to y'all much about empowerment, because that is a word that I know all too well. I used to use it so much with my organization. Oh, I want to empower black women. I want to empower black women. How am I going to empower black women? I first got to empower myself so that I can be able to fill their cup up. If my cup, like I said in the beginning of this video, if my cup is runneth low, not runneth over, if my cup is runneth low, then there's nothing I can do for anybody else. Empower yourself. Get your power back. And that is all I gotta say, y'all, on my little rant today. I'm about to go get my coffee because it's probably sitting on the damn counter, you know. It's probably sitting on the counter. I got me a white chocolate mocha grande with soy milk, still with the whipped cream, y'all. I am, you know, I love my whipped cream. But I wanted to walk outside and talk to y'all today, because I haven't talked to y'all in a few days. And one thing that I've experienced these couple of days is a sense of empowerment. You know, a sense of empowerment with reading, with gaining my knowledge, so that I can be of help to somebody else. But y'all enjoy your Tuesday. I'm gonna enjoy mine. I'm gonna get some studying in, and I'm gonna keep it moving. Deuces.